Hi, Year 4. So this week I want you to recap and go back over anything that we did last half term. Have a look to see if there is any that maybe you struggled with or didn't find as easy, or ones you didn't have time to complete. This gives you a nice opportunity to try it, see which ones you need to more work on and to do them. So just to go back over what we've done, we did decimals, we worked out how to show them, how to read them, how to write them, rounding and adding them together. This is a really important skill because it links back into our money, which is the next thing that we did. And in money we used our knowledge from decimals in order to add money, have a look at how to write decimal money and how to round money. And the last thing we looked at last half term was time. Now time is a really difficult one because actually you just need lots and lots of practice of using time to do it. So use this week. Have a look at a clock, look at an analog clock, change it to a digital clock. Whenever you're going to do something, try and work out what the time is when you started and when you ended, and just keep practicing those skills. It's those skills, that constant use of time, that's going to make it easy for you. And remember, lots of people start at different places with time, so just do what you can. All of this links back into what we have been doing for the rest of the year and will stand you in good stead going forward from now as well. So the more you practice, the easier it will be. Have a look at those different bits and pieces and you can find lots there. What you'll also know is on the BBC Bitesize app there is more questions that you can go through on there, and on the White Rose website there's lots of home learning units that they've put up. So if there's anything you're struggling with something to do, there is lots on there that you can have a look at as well. I hope to see you soon, either in a video or hopefully in person sometime this term. Enjoy maths. See you later.
Hello Year 4s, welcome back. I hope you've had a wonderful half term and that you've enjoyed the sunshine a little bit outside if you could. This week we will be recapping everything that you've been learning in the last few weeks from home. Although we've had, I would say, a very strange couple of weeks, I know that you've been working really hard at home. So you will remember that we started off by looking at biographies. Our text map was about John Logie Baird, and then we looked at the features of the text map, and we looked at writing our own introductions and innovating our text map. You then wrote your own biography about an inventor of your choice. We then moved on to explanation texts. We looked at the difference between non-chronological reports, instructions and explanation texts. We looked at the features of an explanation text, and of course you learned a new text map about how a television show is made. Our lessons also looked at creating a timeline about all the things that happened to make a television show and the order in which it went. We looked at using different types of conjunctions in our writing. And we looked at innovating the text map to a new one about how a camera worked. We ended off by looking at planning our own explanation text. And we looked at different text organizers, and we even used the example of the explanation text burger with the different things that you needed to write, you needed in your writing. So this week, we are recapping that. I'd like you to go over any lesson that you haven't finished yet, and I would also like you to finish off our explanation texts by writing your own that you've already planned. This needs to be your best piece of writing. Remember everything that we've taught you about how to lay out your work, how your handwriting should look. With an explanation text, we know that it uses headings and subheadings. So I would like you to complete your own explanation text that you should have already planned, making sure that this is your best piece of writing, using your conjunctions, using your diagrams and your captions and your present tense, making sure that you are taking your time to create a wonderful piece of writing.
Hi Year 4s and welcome back. I hope you guys have had a really lovely half term, enjoyed the sun, enjoyed some time with your family, enjoyed not having to do much work, just simply relaxing and playing your games. Now we're back to learning. The school are currently making sure that it's safe for you guys to return, which might take a little bit of a while, and slowly we will begin to see you back hopefully. So this week from home, in your home learning, in topic, I would like you to spend some time recapping over things that we have been learning. So, we began learning about John Logie Baird, we learnt about Alexander Graham Bell, we have done some learning using compass points, we've also learnt about the sound waves, sound when it's travelling, and also designing and making your own types of experiments and your earmuffs. So, with that being said, there'll be a few things that we have been covering over the last term that you may have got some questions about, you might be a little bit unsure about, you might want to go back and have a look at those videos and see if there's anything that you've missed and anything that you might like to highlight to make yourself learn a little bit more from these things. So, if there are any lessons that you haven't completed, or you feel like you might like to take this opportunity to complete these lessons, as this will really help your learning. For example, if you have finished all the lessons on sound, you could design a poster, maybe to help you remember all of the things that you feel are important to you, so your learning journey towards the topic of sound. So it doesn't have to be only what I've taught you, but just general things that you feel like are important information for you to keep. Also to do with the compass skills, you could also start using those when you're playing games at home, just simply looking at when you're standing somewhere, oh, where am I? I'm facing north, or I'm facing east. So just games like that helps you to do with your compass points. You might also like to take one of the world maps or a picture of it and just see if you can play some games where you're locating different countries. These get you really used to using mapping and geographical skills, which really help you as you're moving up into year 5 and then into year 6. So all of these things are really important. One thing I would like to mention is just your work has been really incredible. Your efforts have really been like showing through, and all of us teachers in year 4 have really felt like special, that wow, our children are really working hard. With that being said, I just want you guys to make sure when you are doing work on a piece of paper at home, just to try your best with handwriting. I know it's a little bit different because it's not in your school books, so it's not quite the same, but when you are doing your writing, just really try to make sure you're always continuing to practice your punctuation, your capital letters, your full stops, and really trying hard with your neat handwriting, making sure it's cursive or if it's joined if you're ready to do that. That will just really help you, and it will also keep you practicing for the future lessons and for when you return back to school. So that's all from me. I hope you have some time, you take the opportunity to look back at the videos for topic, see what you've missed, see if there's some challenges in those videos that you might have not completed and you would like to try and complete those. And remember, you can send your work through to our Year 4 teachers email, you can post it onto Tapestry, and we will definitely write back to you. Thank you for your time. Enjoy.